everybody, Hayley here. I hope you're all okay. So for today's card, I'm going to be making this really fun fold card, and this is going to be for my series of Fun Fold Friday. Every Friday I'm going to be bringing a different fun fold card and just using bits and pieces that I have in my stash at home, and I would love for you to be able to follow along using whatever you have at home. We'll create a really fun card and decorate it however you wish using whatever you've got. Today's card, I'm going to call it an easy panel pop out card. I haven't followed a particular tutorial or anything like that. I've just come up with this one, but I'm pretty sure that this has been done many times by many people, so I don't think it's anything new. I just thought it was a really fun one and a really fun way to display some die cuts that I have here. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in some products to show you of what I've used. So if I just pop that to one side and I can bring the products in, I have used the Made to Surprise Retro Patterns 8x8 paper pack. I'm just going to take one of the lovely designs from here. I'm going to use the yellow one for this card. And then for the florals, I've taken the Birthday Fun A5 stamp and die set from Made to Surprise pieces that I have used, the standalone dies, to create the flowers and the foliage. Okay, so that was the one that I've used there. And then the last thing that I've used is just this stitch rounded edge rectangles, and I'm just using that to cut out my sentiment. The sentiment that I'm going to use also comes from this set, and I'm going to use a birthday to remember. Okay, so those are the products. And again, this is the lovely card that we are going to create. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through all the steps now. So to start with, you will need a piece of card that measures 10 inches by 5 inches. Okay, I've used plain white cardstock for this, but you can use whatever you have at home. I'm going to bring in the scoreboard, and along the 10-inch side, I'm going to score at 2.5, 5, and 7.5. Okay, and that centre fold at the 5 inches, I'm going to create a mountain fold. Fold and burnish that. Then the 2.5, I'm going to create a valley fold. I can fold and burnish that one. And then the 7.5, I'm going to also create a valley fold and fold and burnish that. So this is what we'll be looking like. Okay. So the next part is to create some of the panels. So if I just move the scoreboard out of the way for a second, I've created some panels. So these panels measure 3.5 by 5.5 inches. Okay, and I'll pop these in the scoreboard so I can show you exactly what I've done. So along the 3.5 inch side, I'm going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 3/4, and 3 inches. Okay, like so. I know this is on white cards, it's quite difficult to see. And all of these score lines are going to become mountain folds. So I'm going to fold and burnish each one into a mountain fold. And we're going to want 2 panels. So 2 pieces exactly the same in whichever cardstock colour you want to create with. And this is what we should have. Okay? And this is going to stick to the inside of those valley folds there. Okay, like so. So I'm just going to get the other one done and I'll get them stuck down. Apologies, before I stick those down, I'm actually going to work on some mats and layers for the background, so then when I stick these over the top, they're already ready to go. Okay, so for the mats and layers, this is what I've used. I have used a piece of yellow cardstock that measures 2.25 inches by 6 3/4, and you want 4 pieces of those. So each of those 4 pieces are going to sit on each one of the panels. And then I have taken a piece of the pattern paper, and again you want 4 panels that measure 2 inches by 6.5 inches, and they are going to sit on top of those panels. So I'm going to get those stuck down and then we'll come back to the panels, okay? So once I have all these 4 panels stuck down now, I can start working on these pop-out panels. So each of these panels has a little 1/2 inch strip here, and this is where we're going to place the glue. So I'm just going to run glue down the sides there, on this one too, like so. And then I'm going to keep the 2 tabs folded in and centre it top and bottom, and you want that score line to marry up straight in line with the score line on the base card, okay? And then just pop some pressure on there and let that glue stick. Now I've just got a little glue splodge there, so your best friend is always a glue eraser, so I'm just going to get rid of that there, okay? And I'm going to do the same with the other panel. So along these 2 tabs I'm just going to pop some glue on each side. I'm going to centre this piece top and bottom, and making sure that centre score line also lines up with the score line on the base card there. And again, hold this down, put some pressure on, make sure that glue adheres like so, okay. Then when you go to fold the card like so, you get these 2 centre panel pop outs. Okay, so now we can decorate these 2 panels, and what I have done is I've taken again 4 pieces of the yellow cardstock measuring 1 inch by 5.25 inches, and each one of those yellow panels is just going to sit on the pop out piece there. Then I have taken again 4 pieces of the patterned paper that measure 3/4 inch by 5 inches, and those are going to lay on top of that yellow piece there like so. So we'll get all those stuck down now. I have all my panels and my mats and layers stuck down on the base card now, and this is what we should be looking like. And already that looks like a really fun and interesting fold. Now it's simply down to decoration, and you can do this however you like. I have taken some dies and I have cut myself some florals. Okay, so I've got a little pot here, and I'm just going to bring all these florals out. And this is what I have die cut and stuck together, and this is what I'm going to use to decorate. Okay, so I'm just going to pop them to one side. The other thing that I've done is I have taken one of the sentiments from the set, A Birthday to Remember, and I've cut it out using those rounded corner rectangle stitched dies. And this is going to be my sentiment. Now I want the sentiment to be right in the centre of the card. Now I can't really glue it to this part here, so what I've done is I've just created a little, I guess, stand for it to sit on. So to do this, I'll just bring the scoreboard in, and then I can go through exactly what I've done here with you. Okay, so I've taken a piece of 3 inch by 3/4 inch cardstock, okay, and then I've scored that at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 2 inches and 2.5 inches. Okay, just move this out of the way again now, and we're going to create I've wrote them on the back here. So we're going to create, the first fold is going to be a valley, then a mountain, then another mountain, and then a valley. Okay, so we're going to have valley, mountain, mountain, valley. Okay, and just, you can just burnish this a little. Okay, like so. Then I can sit my sentiment on the top here. So I've just got a little foam pad that I'm going to stick into the center of this here, this 1-inch panel here, and I can center my sentiment like so. Then all we want to do is bring the card back in. Now these two tabs here can sit over this part of the card, so then it can go over that fold. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to pop some glue on these two tabs here, like so. Fold those in, okay, and then center them in between the score line that runs down this middle here, and just get it even, sort of top and bottom, wherever you want your sentiment to go. Okay, so then this actually stands proud of the card now, and it's stuck onto each side of these panels here. Okay, so now it's simply down to decoration. So I want to put one of my larger flowers, and I've already popped some foam tape on here. I want to pop one of the larger flowers on this panel at the top here. Okay, and I've just given those flowers a little bit of shape, a little bit of life, like so, just by curling the edges up there. Okay, so I want that one there, and I want another larger one at the bottom. So I'm going to pop that one at the bottom on that panel there, and again just curl those edges up like so. I'm going to take a smaller one and pop it roughly in the center of this second panel. Okay, and I've just done the same. I've just sort of rolled them between my finger and my thumb, just to give them a little bit of life, like so. Okay, maybe don't try move the sentiment until it's fully stuck down. I'm going to take another larger die cut flower and pop it at the top there, another larger one and pop it at the bottom on this right hand panel, a smaller one in the center of the other side of the panel, like so. And then all I'm going to do is just decorate the sentiment a little, really. I'm just going to pop a little flower over the sentiment at the top left hand side and one at the bottom right. Try not to cover the sentiment too much, but there we have it. That's the card there. Oh, it really quick, really easy, but really effective. And this does fold down because we've added this additional piece for the sentiment here. It does hang over, but this will fit into a 7x7 envelope, which I have plenty here in the UK. Okay, so yes, that is the lovely card. I'm just going to bring the blue one back in. Okay, the only additional thing that I've done to this one is I've just added some lovely gems, but you can decorate however you like. Okay, so what do you think to that one? Do you think you'd use this one? I really like it. It's just using up some of the stash that I have lying around, and some of my unused cardstock that I've, you know, save up all the scraps. So this is perfect for any kind of scrap busting cards too. It's got a lovely sentiment, and I just think it's a really fun one. It's quite bright and springtime, so I really like that. So let me know what you think. Do you prefer the blue or the yellow? These are literally just the opposite of each other, so I've gone for the yellow and the blue flowers, and then the blue and the yellow flowers. But yeah, they're both exactly the same. Which one do you prefer? Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for now. If you did like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on the future Fun Fall Friday series. Also, please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. I will link to Sam Calcott at Mixed Up Craft. She has some wonderful inspiration over on her channel with some fabulous fun fold cards, so I'll link her channel below. And anything else made to surprise, a lovely friend of mine, Simone, also has a YouTube channel called Blonde's Cards and Crafts. She has some wonderful inspiration over there using all made to surprise products, so head on over and check those out. I'll leave the links in the description below. I'll also link all the products that I'm using today in the description for you. So until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.